Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Elsa. I'm a clinical psychologist and a yoga teacher. I've been trying to record the video for you for like 30 minutes. For me, that's a lot. And I've been saying like a bunch of nonsense. So let me just go without a script as I usually do, and maybe something good will happen. I wanted to talk to you today because it's Valentine's Day about feeling unlovable, about how shitty we can feel when we are alone on Valentine's Day, or even if we are with someone who doesn't really love us. I've been in that situation too. How this holiday highlights our deepest insecurities and how I think it actually brings more people down than up, Valentine's Day. So if you, like me, struggle I struggled, right? But like I have depression. I had depression for most of my life. I've been single for most of my life, and like I am very well aware of I don't know, the patterns that are present. I'm not like super special in that case. So like if you feel like the most unlovable person in the world, if you feel ugly, if you feel disgusting, if you feel unworthy, if you feel like nobody can ever understand you, that's valid. I mean, allow these feelings to be. Allow yourself to get frustrated, allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to live through these feelings. But also, what I want you to recognize, what helped me a lot in my healing journey, is realize that feeling is something that is born inside of you. Like you are a big human being. You have body parts, you have, I don't know, hair or no hair, you have some smell coming from you, and you have your inner world, you have your emotions, you have, I don't know, some gut feelings, whatever, right? So, like, you are this complex thing. English is my second language, so please, like, bear with me here. And so, feelings are something that is born inside of you. Some feelings are so strong that they feel so big, they're like overpowering you. Like sometimes you feel helpless, you feel like you're so small, and this feeling of helplessness is so big. And the same with like feeling unlovable or feeling unworthy. You feel so small and you feel like the feeling of being unlovable is so much bigger than you, so much stronger than you, that like you are lost in it. But it's not true. The fact that you feel unlovable does not mean that you are. Feelings are not reality, they not equal reality. Feelings is just your perception of the reality plus the emotional response to your perception. So once you understand that, once you actually sit with that, you can take control over your, not necessarily your feelings, because feelings come and go and like emotions come and go, but you can take control over how you act upon these feelings and what kind of feelings you cultivate within you. This is a very important thought. I don't think I'm smart enough to actually get through with this thought to you, but I hope you get a little bit. So like understand that feelings temporary, and feelings are a part of you, and you are so big, and you have power to decide which feelings you cultivate, which feelings you want to bring more and more into your life. But if we're coming back to this shitty sensation, shitty feeling that like, oh my god, I am the most unlovable person in the world, nobody will ever love me, blah blah blah, stop it. You have a power to stop this self-dialogue, self-monologue. You have the power to stop it now, because I truly believe in law of attraction, law of assumption. Yeah, I am a clinical psychologist who believes in law of attraction. I think it's stupid to deny some things that actually working. I think a smart person is open to any knowledge, even some esoteric knowledge. But um, I believe that words you speak to yourself become your reality. The seeds you put into the soil, those are the seeds that will grow. And so what helped me a lot is a book, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. If I'm not lazy, I'll put the picture here. It's on Audible. You can listen to it or you can read it. But basically, start small. Like, understand that this sensation, like low self-esteem, comes from maybe childhood, maybe conditioning, like social condition. Maybe you were growing up in a not very healthy, supportive environment. Maybe you spend too much time online looking at, filtered human beings who have nothing to do with how human beings actually look. Or like you look at all these couples who post their highlights online, but you don't even know what's going on behind the scenes. um, Come back to you. Come back to mindfulness, come back to present moment, come back to whatever you're experiencing. Recognize that love, yes, you can say it's a feeling, but also love is an action. And what helped me, and I'm still doing it sometimes, when I'm on my period or something like that, and I feel very sluggish and I don't like how I look, I start telling myself a few simple words. I tell to myself, I am loved, I am lovable, I love myself. And this sounds ridiculous, or at least now it sounds like easy for me. I can tell this 24/7 to myself. But when I started it, it was like, it was a chore, like to say to myself that I am lovable and that I am loved. I'm like, I'm loved by whom? And like, I love myself, do I? So these three sentences can actually trigger so much. So whenever you feel unlovable, try that and see what comes to mind, what kind of physical sensations you start having. Because, for example, for me, when I feel like shit and I start telling to myself that I am loved, I am lovable, I love myself, you know what's happening? I have so much energy coming in. I'm like, I love myself. I should shower because I actually stink and I feel gross. And like, oh, so the person who loves herself would go and shower, And like small things like this cultivate the sensation that love comes from within. I know it's obvious. I know it's obvious, but it's obvious for a reason, Start loving yourself. Become the most lovable person for yourself first. Yeah, if it's triggering to go to restaurants and see all the couples together, I understand. But like, hey, what would a person who loves her or himself do? Do that, Maybe a person who loves himself, herself, like a person who loves themselves would clean the apartment, would cook a nice meal and not order Chinese takeout, A person who loves themselves would do things that they were postponing, like start putting action of love towards you, and guaranteed you will feel less unlovable. Because as long as you don't show love to yourself, you will not feel lovable. Because even if you are not showing love to yourself, how do you expect other people to show up for you and show love to you and love you? This is a very harsh truth, but it is truth. Like, your happiness depends on you. Your feelings depend on you most of the time, Obviously, there is a social factor, there is like a conditional factor. Like, it's very easy to get depressed if you're in a moldy apartment, there is always cold and there is no light, Or like, it's very easy to get sad when you've been eating fast carbs for like last week. There are conditions, right? But you have so much power to change how you feel. And to me, like, honestly, this sentence, I am loved, I am lovable, I love myself, in any order, like I love myself, I'm lovable, I'm loved, it's enough to trigger so much change. And I think maybe I started doing it in like last Valentine's Day, and then I did it on my birthday when I was feeling like shit, you know. It's like you just repeat yourself to yourself, like I'm loved, I'm lovable, I love myself, and see how the life changes, how the day changes, how you change. And it's okay to lie to yourself first. Don't get me wrong. It's like with all the affirmations, you don't feel like it's working, you feel stupid, but then you're like, let's give it a try, and then something just clicks like that. So let me be a testimony that you can feel like the most unattractive, the most unlovable person in the world, and then you can start working on yourself. You start creating some positive self-talk, you start taking action to love yourself, and then boom, the life changes. And you might not even have a partner, or you might not even have supportive friends, you know, or you might have them because hey, you love yourself. You're not gonna talk to people who put you down, right? You love yourself, so you're not gonna tolerate the bare minimum. Hey, you love yourself, so you're not gonna put garbage in your body. Hey, you love yourself, so you're gonna start taking care of your appearance. Hey, you love yourself, so you're gonna cultivate the hobbies that you always wanted to try. Hey, you love yourself, so you're gonna demand better job position, you know, you're gonna demand a raise, or you're gonna change the job to something that will actually feel sustainable and loving to yourself. So once you catch yourself feeling unlovable, start telling yourself, hey, no, I have me. I love me. I am loved by me at least. And hey, love changes the world, and love can change your life. And it doesn't have to be romantic love from someone else. And it doesn't even have to be your parents' love or the love of your loved ones. As long as you have you, you'll be fine. I promise to you, you'll be fine. And yeah, Valentine's Day is just another day, you know, to make money and to make people fight because, oh my God, how many couples fight on Valentine's Day because of some assumptions and some expectations? Oh my goodness. So, like, hey, love yourself and you'll be fine. I hope that helped. I really do. I don't know, but I do. Please read the book, or if you are lazy to do that or like not inspired too much, try telling this 100 times to yourself. I am loved, I am lovable, I love myself. Just try. It's magic. I swear to you, it's magic. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Um, please do love yourself. Show some love to yourself. Bye.